If you identify with being a lone wolf, then this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to Transcend with Tisha, where we talk all about spirituality, psychology, healing, and self empowerment. Today, our topic is being a lone wolf energy, and the paradox of being a lone wolf. A lot of people identify with being a lone wolf, and at this day and age, I think, in my opinion, the term lone wolf is kind of glorified, but let's start with the true essence of being a lone wolf. So the very first thing here to note is wolves as a species are known for their loyalty towards their pack, for being in a team, being in a pack, and really that, that soul bond that they have with your pack, with your family. And the term lone wolf started with a paradox that, and we as humans are also social creatures, and soul contract, soul bonds, whatnot, soulmates, soul family, blood family, friends. Like, we are social creatures. We like to be with people, like minded people, people who resonate with us, and whatnot. But the idea of lone wolf is, despite your social tendencies, despite you being able thrive with a pack, with um, with people, you also thrive being alone. In human sense, when we talk about being a lone wolf, it's basically, enjoying our own company, being having that self power, having that empowerment, self empowerment, and not relying on anybody else for happiness or for making yourself feel better, or even just like truly enjoying your own company. Oftentimes it stems from the belief that nobody really understands us, nobody we don't feel connected to other people. Oftentimes it's because we haven't found our pack yet, we haven't found those soul connections yet, we haven't found our soulmates, our soul family, our soul tribe. Literally raining right now and the light is dimmed, but thanks to my burnout, I really don't think so I can continue this video another time with the same energy. So we're gonna continue. Okay, so I'll film here now because it's better light here. But yeah, sorry for the. But a lot of people identify with being a lone wolf only because they had to learn how to enjoy their own company. They had to learn how to survive alone, how to survive without a pack, how to survive without a physical support system in this human realm. Talking from a personal experience, with time, with years, lone wolf identification can really become a bit like a safe net for people. I have faced this, I have seen other people face this as well. What I mean by that is, sometimes hyper independence can kick in, which can help people, which can make people, kind of, they still seek soul connections, they still seek their pack. But when it comes to interacting with new people, there's this, oh, not again, and that same cycle of disappointments, and it's just like hyper independence kicks in. And a lot of women have faced this in their dating life as well. But obviously, I'm not talking only about dating life in this video, in this podcast. I am talking about like life in general. If you think about a wolf, their pack is their life, their pack is their family, their friends, and their lover. They're like, it's the pack bond, the loyalty. But and despite you being so loyal, despite you being so wanting that soul connection, and like you valuing soul connections, you're left alone in this world to figure yourself out, and not finding anyone who resonates with you, not finding anyone who really gets you, is what makes you a lone wolf. So if you are out there feeling similar and like feeling like this, then I'm just here to tell you that you're not alone. You're not alone in feeling like this. Don't get me wrong, being a lone wolf is great. We have a lot of strengths. We are self-reliable, self-sufficient, independent, strong, resilient, emotionally resilient, and we are good at discerning people, you know. It's being a lone wolf is like we value connections, but we're not going to entertain like surface level connections because I already love my own company. So if you're not adding to it, if your company is not as enjoyable or not adding to my life like my own company, then there's no point, right? There's no point in engaging with those kind of people because, like, we already know how to feel good by ourselves. So if a company is actually really good, then only we will continue. So the paradox is real, you know. That's why lone wolf, the term lone wolf is a thing because this stems from the foundation of wolves being so loyal to their pack and all that, you know. But a lot of people like us, spiritual people and just black sheeps of the family, they don't feel like they belong anywhere. Not in their family for sure, but even like growing up, friends and people that we meet. I mean, if you identify with being a lone wolf, then I'm almost sure that you have felt this way too because we are lone wolves for a reason because we don't meet people who feel resonating or connected or like, you know, like who get us. So we are basically on an unconventional path anyway. But I'm just here to tell you, you're not alone. You know, a lot of people do identify with being a lone wolf. So, like, if you really think about it, then there's a lot of people who feel like they're the black sheep of the family. A lot of people who actually feel that, you know, they are like, they people don't get them, their friends don't get them, and just like they don't find like-minded people. So the fact that so many people do feel like this is the proof that there are like-minded people out there. It's just a matter of when will you meet them. But again, it also depends on the frequency. So what I mean by that is, if you have this belief, and let me tell you, this is a limiting belief, that, you know, I mean, I'm not here to invalidate how you feel. I mean, I have felt like this for years too. And I have recognized that just, you know, like having this belief in our core belief, having this belief that no one gets us, no one understands us, I don't find like minded people, I don't find anyone that I resonate with, that when that belief gets so strong that it starts to manifest itself more, you know? So we really have to believe in the possibility that there are people out there who will resonate with us. There are people out there who will get us, who will love us, who will vibe with us, you know, like who will have similar values. I'm changing my angles because my arm is paining. But yeah, I hope it doesn't bother you. This is just for my loyal subscribers who have made it to this section of the video. See how beautiful is the rain here. Comment down a blue heart if you made it to this section of the video. As chaotic as this video is, I hope you gain something from it. If anything, then this, that even the belief that no one gets us, no one understands us, kind of becomes self-fulfilling prophecy after a certain point of time. It starts with obviously real valid reasons, but then we tend to identify with it too much, and then it kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And and there is really like an energetic thing, like your energetic frequency kind of thing. Like you really have to believe that, you know, it is possible for you to meet your soul tribe. It is possible for you to meet your platonic soulmates, your romantic soulmate, your and like just people in general who really gets you, who understands you, respects you, and people who would you like to talk with, people who would be appreciated appreciative of the fact that you are in their lives, you know? So, like, you have to believe in the possibility because that's very important. So, as empowering as it is, being identified with the term lone wolf, I also believe that it's time to maybe, just maybe, let the grip loosen a bit. I, in my personal life, have now realized that I should, like, de-identify, if that's a word, I don't know, disengage with the identification of being a lone wolf, because that's only creating more lone wolf energy into my life. And to be honest, when I actually started to believe that, there are good people out there, there are people who would want to be in my life and not disappoint, and, like, I don't know, like, just the possibility, just believing in the possibility that there are people out there whom I would find resonating, I started meeting better people. I wouldn't say I have found my soul tribe or anything, but at least I have seen some progress on the quality of people I'm meeting. So, just saying. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video slash podcast slash, oh, so chaotic. Okay, whatever. Okay, bye bye.